All right, guys, I gotta confess something. I hate reading, but with these AirPods in, I can listen to books whenever I'm doing anything. I can do the dishes. I can even vacuum. I can walk my dog. So in this video, I'm gonna share with you my top 10 audiobooks that you need to be successful in 2021. Stay tuned. What's up, Fruitful investors? In this video, I'm gonna share with you my top 10 audiobooks. And as I just confessed, I don't like to read. I like to listen to books because, I don't know, I just like to multitask and do a bunch of things. I just hate sitting there and reading books. I will if I have to, but I'd rather listen to books and get more things done. So first and foremost, I'm gonna share with you one of my all-time favorites, and that is the Millionaire Booklet by Grant Cardone. This is surprisingly an amazing audiobook. It gets me pumped up. You know Grant, Uncle G gets you all psyched up. It goes over the foundational skills of investing in real estate, money in general, business in general. And I think, yeah, like the book's only like an hour and a half tops, especially if you play it on 1.5 speed. Little pro tip there for audiobooks, just to get through them faster and get through all the fluff. But this book, I don't know, it just does something to me. It just motivates me, gets me hungry. It just does the foundational skills of money, why we need to learn how to sell, why we need to learn how to actually build a business, hire employees. And it goes through the entire like business format that you would ever need in like an hour and a half. This is a must have. Number 2, we got Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Another classic. You've probably read this a bunch of times. Now I need you to listen to it a bunch more times. This is a book that I always go back to very, very often and re-listen to at least once a year because again, it goes over those foundational skills of business, of real estate investing, of money in general, but in a really cool story way. The premise of it, if you haven't read it or listened to it yet, it just goes over how a kid grew up with a rich dad and a poor dad. His poor dad was his actual dad. The rich dad was his friend's dad who had a business, was an entrepreneur who taught him about business and money. So it kind of goes through this cool story and just kind of makes it fun and interesting. But the biggest takeaway from this book is just teaching you the importance of not being an employee. So it goes through the cash flow quadrant. One of Robert Kiyosaki's like foundational things that he's known for is the cash flow quadrant. So why employees and even sole proprietor business owners, so even though if you're a self-employed person, we think we're cool, we think we're better, even those people, it's not the smartest way to make money and make a living, especially an employee. It's like the worst way. But so he goes through how you got to be an investor and a business owner. Those people on this side of the money quadrant make the most money and really live the best life. So great book for going over those foundational skills. If you have a kid or a teenager especially, this is a good book for them. It's an easy read or an easy listen. It's cool, it's fun, and teaches a crap ton about the foundational skills of business and investing. The third book is we got Own the Day, Own Your Life by Aubrey Marcus. A cool guy, you probably listen to him on Joe Rogan's podcast. He goes on there quite a bit, but a super cool guy just about health and fitness, wellness, business, starting your morning off right. This book kind of goes over everything to live a well-balanced life and crush business at the same time. Again, it has some cool stories in there, some cool little things to make it interesting, but it really goes over the importance of health and fitness and wellness, which are things that are really, really important to me and really important to the More Than Money brand, which is what I'm all about, to just crush business and crush your life. There's too much focus on just crushing business, crushing real estate, do this for your marketing, do that. We need those things, but we often forget about the entire circle, which is our private life after we're done crushing business. What do we do in the morning? What are we eating? What are we drinking in the morning? Smoothies, coffees, whatever. How to live a well-balanced life. This is a must as well, and also a very, very motivating book as well, which I love. Number 4, we got Sell or Be Sold by Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone makes the list again. I think he does again later on actually as well. You can tell I love Grant Cardone. Just awesome energy and good foundational skills. So in Sell or Be Sold, it's all about selling, how to position yourself to make more deals happen. So this is great really for any business owner, but especially if you're into real estate or real estate investing, Sell or Be Sold is an absolute must. It goes over a bunch of different scenarios if people say things, what are common objections that you can kind of rebuttal. Goes over some foundational skills that every salesperson needs. And even if you think you're not a salesperson, trust me, you definitely are a salesperson, especially if you're trying to get into some sort of business, real estate investing especially, you are a salesperson whether you realize it or not. So you need this book, Sell or Be Sold by Grant Cardone. Number 5, we got Crushing It by Gary Vaynerchuk. Social media master, social media god, marketing god, whatever you want to call him. He is the man when it comes to social media and online marketing. If you know anything about me, I've built my entire real estate investing business with online marketing. All the money I've ever raised for all my properties, all of my partnerships have all come because of social media and online marketing. And I gotta tell you, I copy most of what Gary Vaynerchuk does. I read all of his books, I'll read all of his stuff on Instagram, all of his videos on YouTube, and I copy and take from it and kind of put my spin on it. Anyway, I gotta put some big thanks to him because literally everything that I've built in my entire life and business comes from what he teaches about online marketing. So if you want to use me as a real success story about online marketing, social media marketing, the proof is there enough. You need Crushing It by Gary Vaynerchuk. Number 6, we got the 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. So if you are trying to wake up earlier, which I always am, I can't get to the 5 a.m. I just can't do it. I used to be able to do it back in my early 20s when I was doing construction. I don't know why, it was so much easier for me. But nowadays, I'm getting a hard time to get to 5 a.m., but I'm getting close. I'm trying to wake up earlier. But this book sets the foundational skills on why you need to wake up earlier. It doesn't have to be 5 a.m., it could be 6 a.m., it could be 7 a.m., whatever works for you, but teaches you the importance of why waking up early is just crucial to your domination of business and dominating your life. When you sleep into 9 a.m., 10 a.m., which us entrepreneurs, if you work for yourself or you're kind of on the borderline of being retired, it's easy to just sleep in, but it's messing up your entire day. So this is a cool, again, this is like more of a storybook. It goes over an entire story of 5 people. I think 5 people meet at a seminar. They meet this guru who teaches them why waking up early is great, but it's just a fun, easy book to listen to when you're doing the dishes, when you're walking your dog, whatever. It's a cool, fun book to listen to and has a lot of good stuff about the health importance and just the importance of just crushing your day in general. So the 5 a.m. Club is definitely a must read. Don't be fooled. You don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. like Mark Wahlberg and all these other crazy people. You don't have to wake up that early in order to crush your day, but it does go over the importance of just waking up early and living a good, healthy life in general. Number 7, we got Never Split the Difference with Chris Voss. This is again a super important book if you're into sales or a salesperson of any kind. Chris Voss was in the FBI for a number of years and was actually the main negotiator in intense hostage situations.
Everything in life is a negotiation.
So you can imagine the pressure he's under. So we're not under that much pressure when we're buying deals or doing whatever, but the skills you learn in about negotiating and how to position yourself is crucial, like super important. The name kind of speaks for itself, Never Split the Difference, which kind of means never give what they want. We just want to reposition what we're saying to give them what they ultimately want, but we're not cutting down. We're not cutting our commissions. We're not cutting our price with the seller, et cetera, et cetera. We're just using little tricks and tactics to make them realize why our position is the most important one. So a really good foundational skills for salespeople and a must read or listen. Number 8, Cant Hurt Me by David Goggins. Dude, one of my favorite books of all time so far, easily in the past couple years. David Goggins is an absolute fucking savage. I can't say it enough, just savagery. So if you want to listen to a book that motivates you, you learn about his upbringing, his life, what he went through and what he is now is just absolutely insane. And if you listen to his book, you just get pumped up. And on top of that, if you follow him on Instagram, dude, great person to follow on Instagram. I'll just put a plug there. Again, super motivating. This dude is literally one of the hardest badasses there is on the planet. So if you're really into being your best self, just crushing business, crushing your life, this is a absolute must listen to. And I would also say you definitely got to follow David Goggins on Instagram as well. Number 9, Relentless by Tim Grover, another savage. So this is a book as well, if you really want to get motivated and pumped up, but a different kind of savage. Tim Grover was one of the main basketball trainers for all the greats, almost all of them in basketball in the NBA. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, like he pretty much trained them all. Dwayne Wade, he trained all of them to become savages and push them to their ultimate limit, which they thought was never there. yeah, he's almost, I would say, just from reading the book, he's almost entirely responsible for Michael Jordan's success in pushing him to kind of where he is now. So huge motivator, and also great tactics on how to become your best savage. This book is one of my favorites again this year. I just listened to it like a month ago. Great time for the new year when I listened to it, because it just says not to apologize for being your ultimate savage. Just go for it, don't apologize, just give her. And I love those kind of books. So this book is super important if you want to just crush business and life. And last but not least, The Slight Edge by Jeff Olsen. This book is also a must for business owners. It talks about the compound effect of doing little actions. So again, we get the slight edge on our competition by just doing the little things that we don't want to do, or that our competition definitely doesn't want to do. Every day they add up. Sending one more email than we would have done, or calling one more person than we would have not called because we're just lazy and we don't want to do it. Those small actions compound and give us a slight edge against competitors. So that's kind of one of the main takeaways from the book, but there's so much gold wrapped up in this book on how to get the slight edge and just beat out your competition time and time again and build your business properly. So guys, that's the video. Those are my top 10 books, and there's so much more. I'll have to do another video of like my top 50 audiobooks, but those are my top 10 definitely to crush 2021 and build your best business. If you like this video, if you learned anything, click that like button. Also hit that subscribe button so we can see more of each other. I'll see you in the next video.